Hi, it's Bridgette. Welcome to Above Life Channel. The purpose here is to inspire your spirit and to fill you with hope. Today, we're going to channel Maya Angelou. And the reason why we're going to channel her, I have channeled her before, by the way. You can check that out. Is because I want some inspiration. I have been really connecting to poetry and books lately, and I really find that helps give a voice to some of the things I'm feeling in my body and some of the processing that's happening at a deeper level, energetically and physically. And so I think work like what Maya Angelou has left for us as her legacy gives us the opportunity for the embodiment and the support for us as spirits living in a body. So we're going to bring her in. Thank you. She says, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the still we rise, the piece about the rising, that's coming up a lot for me. Today has been very poignant. I've had a full circle moment for myself in my life, and recognizing that, here, let's fix this. Recognizing that kind of how far you've come is something that really, it sure is something, isn't it? It sure is. I thought it would be wonderful to speak to you and have some insight about life, some advice. And she says, right away, she's saying, it is most often, most certainly not as bad as you think. She's telling me that. Most often and most certainly, it is not as bad as you think. She says, the mind plays tricks. It is a trickster. It will bring you to places that are the lowest of the low when there is no need to go there. There is no need. And you will find that you have wasted your time in the worry of the things that did not need nor require your attention in the slightest bit. Okay, did you all get that? Let's take a breath. Maya Angelou is speaking some words of wisdom. She says, oh, your poor heart. Yes, I know. It is so easy to get drawn into the well of self-pity, of the swirling emotions that will swallow you whole. And she says, it will not tickle you from the inside out. It will quite certainly torment you. She says, there is a sweetness to life as it is being lived that you can't come by if you are not there to live it. The understanding that is gained from the experiences brings you wisdom that at some point in your life, if you are so lucky, you may and will impart upon others. Primarily, your job is to be, to give yourself the role of not only observer, but of the keeper of the moments that will create your memory. Oh my God, that's beautiful. The keeper of the moments that will create your memory. It is harsh to look back on your life and recognize some of the experiences that you have had at the hands of others where you had no power, quite literally none as a young child, not able to be protected, asked to be taken care of, yet sacrificed by the whims or radical misgivings of others, and to be believed. Oh, I don't quite understand this. To be believed is to be born again into a new phase of life so that you can look back upon those events that occurred to you in a way that you are protected now as the one who observes. And in this way, you can heal insurmountable trauma and pain. Your body is held beyond God and transcendent of family, moving through you into a structure that words cannot define. A level of transcendence is required to move through that passage into that place of the deep longing of forgiveness. Oh, geez. Oh, I'm going to get so emotional. Oh, the freedom, she says, to speak as your tears fall is a privilege, but given to the aged, where there will be some sense of coherency in what you have to say. You can formulate sentences now, aside from the distracted mind state you could be in, reliving the trauma, understanding the new wounds that now will exist in its place, are not the respite that you truly desired. It's true what is said that no one is coming to save you, but for you to be saved by your own doing, to create a new way of life for your life is a gift that all are given, but many will choose to not open. Wow, I can't believe that during this lifetime. How could you not? It is healing, Bridgette. Healing is not for the meek. It is for the savages, the warriors, those who relentlessly pursue the heart, who want to ensure access to a touch of love in its empowered, unconditional format. And it's empowered, no. Love in its purest state and form, which can only be touched by you inside of you, the dimension that is you, not from the past, or but to heal, to make anew is not possible, but to renew is the way, the path to your wholeness. You must acquire sovereignty and to be believed by yourself is the key. The lost child within has never been damaged. She simply has been hidden until it's safe to come out. Is it safe to come out now? Is it? Only you can answer that. Oh, you guys. Oh, that one just hit me in the gut. I just felt that. Can we just breathe for a second? Then she says, what is success? We're switching gears now. So we just talked about healing and trauma and sovereignty and, oh my goodness, healing. So what is success? Is it a drawer full of certificates, trophies, awards, medals? Is it acknowledgement? Is that what success is? What does it mean to you? When you are at the end of your life, or you can see down, she's like, I have no idea what the winning stretch, like the home, you're heading into home kind of thing, the winning stretch. She calls it the winning stretch, like the last leg of the journey. When you quite know you are there or approaching it, there is the wisdom that comes from that knowing. It doesn't cause you to live better than you have. It causes you to look backward. And when the now self is looking backward, the now self pulls you back in to hear the place in between the past and the future. When the future is the threshold into the after world, the you now is the one that can receive bliss and the ability to wake, to stand, to see, to feel the sun, to hear the birds, and to know that you are love. And that, oh God, okay. The being loved piece. Can you talk about that more? Being loved. She says compassion is at the core of being loved and loving yourself. Being loved comes from compassion inside yourself. So much redirection in. She's showing me inside. And inside doesn't mean a deep soul journey, okay? It means present moment here now. Present moment here now, here now. That's what she's. What will you choose? What you choose now today will begin to, what is she saying this? It's like, what you choose here now today will begin. Yeah, there's this energy. She keeps saying like renewal, renew, new again, like beginnings, new beginnings kind of thing. That it's like this feeling she's giving me is you're always doing something new. You're always starting new because you're not the same person you were an hour ago or yesterday or 5 years ago or 25 years ago, whatever that is. You're different. And with that comes this opportunity to recommit to life itself. It's how she's presenting. There's this really sort of beautiful simplification of life as we know it. And it goes back to the thing about being present, right? That's kind of how it feels, but it's not like she's kicking you in the pants. She's giving this just very beautiful perspective of understanding. Oh, now we're going to talk about grief. Oh. Oh, to grieve what might have been or what has been lost. It's human. It's human. Don't build a house of grief through boundaries or restrictions to protect yourself. That is misguided. Oh, God, I'm going to have to listen to this myself. It is times in grief where your heart is most open, where you are the closest to love, because you recognize what has been. What has been. And it's really not the loss of it. It's the awareness after the fact of what it was. Love. Love is not perfect. It has many flaws and sharp edges, she says. She says, love is flawed and has sharp edges. It is difficult to hold because it's not meant to be stagnant, held in one place. It is meant to be moving. It's meant to be in motion, to create a momentum. That love creates a momentum that fuels all these other parts of your life, is what she's saying. When there is love, there literally is, anything is possible. And she says, there's always love. That's the thing. There's always love. But the experience of it and the awareness of having had it creates this, she says, like the separation that in that separation is what grief is. Grief is the separation or the distance from. And it's not linear. It's very like this, like kind of orbital, kind of moving thing, grief. And she says grief is a state of awareness. And at times it's designed to cocoon you so that because your heart feels so vulnerable in the incredible, intense awareness of love, that love has been. And with grief comes the need for forgiveness for all the things that are not spoken or said, for the incredible intensity of the feelings and emotions that you've had. And it's the distance or the grief that allows you the perspective. She says, there is hope. Love isn't always like this, wrapped in pain. The contrast does exist. It's intentional. And then she's like, but isn't once enough? Like, I'm like, yeah, I think once is enough. And yet we lose people that we love through separation, through a move, through, geography, through human expiration, through death, or through life cycle. Now she's switching into courage. Courage is having the wherewithal to try again, to enter into a place within you where you will share yourself again. You will reveal yourself again. Oh, it's a big ask. She said something along the lines of not being attached to the outcome. It's really not about, courage isn't really about the end result. It's about the ability to step in, the ability to say yes, the ability to try again, the ability to be willing to have experiences without the guarantee of outcome, but to be willing to take that risk. That's what courage is, to be willing to take the risk. The risk to be hurt, the risk to feel pain, the risk to enter into a grief process again. I mean, all of those things. So profound. Oh, so profound. Oh. This is pretty deep, Maya. Well, of course it is. What did you expect? Perspective. Perspective. I personally don't think I can hold this much more here like this, so I'm going to have to wrap this up. I feel grateful and appreciative for you showing up today. I feel very deep in this medicine that you are sharing with us, my Angelou from the afterlife. And yeah, I think it will affect other people as well, deeply. Mm-hmm. Deeply reflective. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Above Life Channel viewers, for being here. I hope that we have inspired your spirit, filled you with hope, and encouraged you to live your life. It's yours. It's yours. And you get to live it. Just live it.